welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
On today's episode, we are taking a look at the newest CinemaSins for Everything Wrong with Captain Marvel. So, we've brought up Captain Marvel before, and I enjoyed it. There were some people who didn't exactly like it. Some people who some SJWs who definitely heavily critiqued the film for what it portrayed Captain Marvel as. And people didn't exactly like Brie Larson's emotion,
pretty much. But it makes sense in the film, but at the same time, it is still kind of annoying. So I'm pretty sure they bring up a lot of that. But overall, it still did a good job, portraying his character in a unique type of way of an origin film, in a way.
Yeah.
It's just I know they're probably gonna go down a long list of stuff. Not too long, probably. But let's just dive right into this for Everything Wrong with Captain Marvel from CinemaSins. So here we go. We haven't done CinemaSins in a while.
Nope, we haven't.
Never much like the Stan Lee cameos, and definitely don't like logos, but man, this is goddamn touching.
-4.
Of opening logos for movies, let's frame it this way. Imagine buying the new Taylor Swift album, but before you can hear me, you have to first listen to 20 seconds of a Universal Music Group audio jingle. It would probably be rockin' and full of tight harmonies, but it would still forever be 20 seconds of noise standing between you and your music. That's what opening studio logos do for movies. Why is my hand so angry? I like how they give us the name of the city, the description of that city's importance, and then a third line with an utterly incomprehensible series of letter and number characters. Do you know what time it is? Jesus, Marvel movies, young Dumbledore, young Pope, Sherlock Holmes. Is there any beloved institution that Jude Law hasn't?
It's true.
No. Funny, I was thinking the same thing about this chatty, friendly fight scene, which happens in every movie.
There's nothing more dangerous to a warrior than emotion.
Not even a nuclear weapon, a landmine, sharp sword, sniper's bullet, jagged rocks, meat from a plant that once had an E. coli outbreak.
Control your impulses. Stop using this. Start using this.
There's so much goddamn pedantic mansplaining in the beginning of this movie that I fast forwarded to the end, where Carol blasts the out of Jan Rog and watches it 3 times in a row. Future VR requires artificial tendrils that get to know you better than your spouse. Just because it looks kind of cool doesn't make it practical. So the Burrito Supreme searches your thoughts.
Burrito Supreme.
Contact got murdered for doing that at the end of the movie.
Solar. The Skrulls have invaded yet another border planet. This time, Torfa.
Already lost me, dude. If you think for 1 minute I'm getting all this down, plus the 3 or 4 other names, organizations, planets he mentions in this briefing, you sadly overestimate my ability to give it Aqua Marvel.
Do you really? Anybody copy?
As technologically advanced as they are, the Kree are apparently still relying on 1990s cell phone reception. This is some dusty f***ery. Dust things. Suspense? I'm no expert, but maybe if you spent less time screaming, you'd be able to do more scrolling. No one will be seated during the bunch of bull portion. Some stuff is happening. Just try and keep track of the purple and the green. They're on different sides, I think. Movie does a great job advertising the Air Force. You don't belong out here. Strong enough. You'll kill yourself. The movie does pile on a bit heavy with this stuff about her constantly being told she's not good enough. I get that people are told that, but in movie form, maybe we don't need to see it a dozen times to get the point. Okay, fine. We need some backstory on why Carol's so driven to be the best. But this exposition brain probe really feels more like a Nike commercial than an MCU film.
Focus.
Wait, can you change the way the camera of your memory tilts so that you can pick up fine
Details like the zoom in
the zoom in hands cliche, but for your brain?
Dr. Wendy Lawson, that's her.
Do you hear that too?
So Carol can hear the scrolls that are digging around in her memories, and she, in memory, reacts to it? You can't change an event by remembering it, right? Right? She got knocked out cold and captured on that planet with a single blast of one of these space tasers. Now she's impervious to them.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not exactly full size, so I guess we can call this a Wilhelm scream.
A Wilhelm.
Thought this movie's 90s references were going to be subtle. She crash lands into a f***ing blockbuster. Huh? Movie's playing this as a visual gag, but was Carol seriously going to immediately shoot any non-threatening presence in this environment? What if this were the janitor doing the late-night cleaning? This top shelf here goes Hudsucker Proxy, Hook, something else that I'm pretty sure is Hamburger Hill, then First Night, then Jumpin' Jack Flash, Junior, and Just Cause? I worked at 3 different blockbusters.
You get fired.
You have one job. And I think half these movies on this shelf star Sean Connery and Arnold Schwarzenegger. How likely in 1995 is it that a blockbuster would be advertising Babe with giant poster and standee when that was only released in August of that year. Sure as wasn't coming out on video at this point. Honestly, we take care of those dirty looks is quite simply the worst dry cleaning advertising slogan I could even fathom. Why does a dry cleaning service even need a slogan? Wouldn't you be better off just writing your hours of operation? Talk about some nuclear yada yada. How the hell does outdated 90s tech at a payphone turn into a communicator?
Yeah, that's a good
Ability to
point.
send signals to her people millions of miles away in space.
Hold it before. Oh, sorry.
Sure, she could make a space phone out of that, but she couldn't bypass Ma Bell and the El Camino.
What's real?
Aliens find the Earth to be way less than acceptable cliche. Okay, if this call is urgent enough to use the sirens, why did it take the cops and S.H.I.E.L.D. until after daybreak to respond? And why was S.H.I.E.L.D. alerted at all? It's a broken window at a fucking blockbuster. Okay, this de-aging technology has officially gotten creepy as hell. I'll be honest, youngified Sam Jackson looks pretty awesome here. And I am terrified of how that technology will definitely be used in
In the future.
This is the most convenient road near a train situation any city planner ever cooked up.
Suspect on northbound train in pursuit.
And she should be easy to track, considering she'll be the only person in Los Angeles to take the train. Sure, Stan Lee could have been reading Kevin Smith's Mallrats script in 1995. The movie came out October 20th, 1995, so this could be early in the year, when it was about to get shot or something. The problem is, the record store we just left. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness being advertised here as coming sooner.
Feels like he definitely knows his 90s.
Well, they researched a lot pretty much with
Yeah.
this.
Or he definitely knows his 90s.
That's it.
The script in October, unless he was just getting nostalgic about his cameo. Good for the residents of LA to jump to an old lady's needs and all, but how's this even possible? You're telling me that after all the kicking Carol's done, 3 regular-ass commuters could temporarily restrain her? Fight chase
She didn't want to, like,
I know, she
overdo
didn't
it.
want to overdo it. That's
Except always.
Train's heading for a tunnel up ahead.
Of course it is. Tunnels, the only logical choice once you've opted for fight on top of a train.
It's true.
What?
I'm still here at the Blockbuster.
Coulson saw Fury take off forever ago, so why is he just calling in? Also, look, I think the youngening effect they're using on Sam Jackson is amazing, but they must have used all the resources on that, because Clark Gregg's face makes Jeff Bridges and Tron Legacy look like fine art. Look,
was
movie,
good.
No one in a major city subway terminal would look this hard and long at a girl in a weird costume. Subway terminals are f***ing beacons for folks in weird costumes. I rode a
Sure.
train once with Spider-Man and Marilyn Monroe, and a guy that looked exactly
Oh,
like
remember you were on a train one time in California with that guy who looked like a
There you
general
go.
in a
Now that
Beatles
no one
album.
can tell
A
that
Beatles
alien,
album.
No one will ask questions about the body with a jacket thrown over its face inside the wrecked car. Ah, cool. The doohickey that the scroll dropped on the train gets inserted into the whatchamacallit and immediately displays plot convenient footage, perfectly edited for maximum exposition. Alta Vista, internet cafes, modems, big computer monitors. Wasn't 1995 hilarious? But seriously, how would Carol have the first goddamn clue how to work this? Fact. And sure, the motorcycle guy was an asshole and probably deserved it. But what did this vintage boutique ever do to anyone?
Hey, how's her eye?
I'd say fine.
Well, glad they're not going to ham-handedly try and shoehorn a reason for Fury's eye patch into this movie.
I got word on a motorcycle thief that fits her description.
But instead of immediately following up on that lead, I'm going to waste valuable time at S.H.I.E.L.D. espousing this clunky dialogue. Might even drink a tear wine. Stop by Sam Goodies to pick up a jagged little pill CD before I act on any of this information. Goggling.
Scrolls can only sim recent memories of their host bodies.
That is literally the definition of a stupid restriction to put on an ability just for plot or hero reasons.
Yeah.
Why should they even be able to access any memories if all they're doing is copycatting?
Where were you born?
Huntsville, Alabama.
What good does this do, Carol? Except to provide a little more backstory for Fury. Is she able to verify this bullshit in any way?
Prove you're not a scroll.
I did find that funny.
To what, if this is a jukebox from the 90s, has to be
30%.
AC/DC CDs,
Tough.
40% Tom Petty, 29% Journey CDs, and 1% Van Morrison.
Van Morrison.
Is that a communicator?
Yeah. State-of-the-art two-way pager.
Which would in no way work in a bunker like this, but I'm going to keep making these nostalgic references as long as Marvel pays me to do so. How did this cat get into this official government covert facility? And did they know he was a flirkin? If so, why is he out roaming the f***ing halls? Hey, that's exactly how Eminem writes his lyrics. I'll assume Lawson was writing the follow-up to Stan.
I want to question her alone.
That sounds, well, evil and or dirty.
All I know is we take him into dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Yeah, agreed. That's excessive. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
it's true.
Boss's boss is a scroll. Holy f***, these are the loudest lights I've ever heard. Can you imagine the constant jump scares you'd have to endure if you were collating these records? The CGI cat is a f***ing abomination. And yes, the actress is allergic, and they had to do a CGI cat in some places. But just take $20,000 of the money you spent into
that
the
actress
Sam
was
Jackson
allergic.
and put it into realisticing the cat. God damn. Also, they ran into that cat on level 5 in the storage room, and somehow it ran several floors away from that position and got into the hangar and onto a prototype aircraft that they would eventually use.
It's an alien cat.
So how do we get to Louisiana?
I'm sorry, but the amount of information they've gleaned from a few seconds of glancing through the records, like Maria's exact address, is such bull that this movie is actively starting to stink. Why does Ronan look like a character from Myst here? Carol appeared almost lifelike on the hologram earlier, and even in full color. Is Accuser Tech still using dial-up or something?
I see flashes, little moments, but I can't tell what's real.
I'll tell you what's real. Someone on this movie's set design team thinks this single mother living alone with her daughter keeps a bowl on the table with 6 f***ing lemons in it.
Really?
You better come take a look at this cliche.
That was all that survived the crash.
Well, that's a lie. You're telling me a prototype aircraft crashed and every single piece of it disintegrated into dust, including the rest of this dog tag, but not this tiny corner of dog tag?
You know, you really should be kinder to your neighbors. You never know when you're gonna need to borrow some sugar.
Hilarious. But it's also ridiculous to think that the Skrulls stopped off at a fast food joint to pick up some burgers and shakes on the way to Louisiana. And how would you know about
No,
the
that was a
superpower habits of
nod
Berkeley
towards,
suburbanites this soon
yeah,
to stay on the
Pulp
planet?
Fiction.
That was before I knew who you were. Before I knew what made you different from the others.
Talos had to have gotten this information before the confrontation at the Pegasus base, since that's where he heard the recording. So if he knew that then, why did he try to kill Fury's ass? He knew they were working together, and now he's all peaceful. I actually really like this character's turn, but given
I
the
did
sequence
too.
of events, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
This is the only part I'll admit I did not like.
What's happening?
It's loading.
F***ing Windows 95.
Fucking Windows 95.
Blow up the ship, but it takes like 15 seconds for him to show up at a distance in all this smoke. Plus, they're obstructed somewhat by the crashed ship, and they're on the downslope of a hill. How the did he know where to aim? Carol got her powers by being fantastic forward by the warp engine, but the energy only hit her, despite Jan Rog standing about the same distance away.
Maybe it was in her direction.
She's coming with us.
Okay, I'd maybe buy that this recording spurred Carol's memory to recall the crash, but she's f***ing unconscious here, so how would she know this part? Quick question, why did they leave the main house and all go to the one day from collapse cabin to listen to
One day from collapse cabin.
It makes no sense from a human being standpoint. Is this house's only computer out in the decrepit barn? Why does Talos still have Keller's jacket on? We've seen that when they morph into other humans, they already have their clothes on, but now that he's turned back into his natural shape, the jacket should be gone, right?
She wanted you to help us find the core.
Then why the hell didn't she tell Carol about the reason for the mission in the first f***ing place? I know it would have been weird to come out as an alien, but they were already in top secret mode. This withholding of information bullshit makes about as much sense as what happened to Poe in the last.
Yes, thank you. The Boo and the Last Jedi part.
Man, this depiction of the friendship between two strong, independent women that is emotional but not corny is long overdue. And it's about goddamn time that Marvel showed it. So I'm going to take a sin off because I'm totally a social justice warrior or virtue signaler or whatever the latest term is complimentary but is being used to be derogatory. Take it off! This moonlight
Take it
shot
off.
makes no sense. The pole at the bottom right of the shot shows a shadow that matches up with the moon's location. But then the spaceship thing that Veers flew here has a shadow that suggests another, even stronger light source.
Light
off
source
screen to
hitting
the right.
right.
When they were handing out kids, they gave her the toughest one. Lieutenant Trouble. You remember?
So, is everything cool now? Like, can Carol remember everything about her life on Earth? That black box recording was f***ing magic. What purpose does this function of the spacesuit serve? Like, some Kree was almost finished designing it, and the Supreme Intelligence poked its head in and was like, don't forget to add the unnecessary color wheel. Why did they bring the f***ing cat to space? This cat will later freak out on Fury and cut his face, but he doesn't want to do it here, in zero gravity, which is baffling, because I've owned a cat before. A lawnmower can freak them out. A clap of thunder can freak them out. Suspending in zero gravity? That would have them clawing out the eyeballs of all the motherfuckers nearby until they were on solid footing.
Decloaking activated.
Holy balls, is there anything this magical wrist doohickey can't do? Can it order takeout, purchase ebooks, access free porn? Who am I kidding? Of course it can access
Report.
Tesseract.
You know, I'm fine with the timeline of the Tesseract. The idea that Howard Stark helped found Pegasus in the 80s and handed it over to this project is totally okay. I'm just tired of the f***ing Tesseract. It shows up in seemingly every movie, being all Tesseracty and stuff. She's a pinball wizard. There's gotta be a twist. A pinball wizard has got such a supple wrist. Evil dude picked up the cat, carried it all the way here, and just tosses it casually. And that is a ton of wasted effort.
What did you do to your uniform?
They got in her head, just like we thought.
When? Carol's been calling with updates constantly.
Yeah.
She's been on Earth, and there's no way they would know that the Skrulls had flipped her.
His jacket, it's killer, by the way.
Does the Supreme Intelligence seriously have the bandwidth and the inclination for pithy one-liners?
Species lurking. Threat high.
So I'll calmly place a cat-sized muzzle over its mouth that I just happen to be carrying on my person.
Without us,
Cat.
you're only human.
Of flesh and blood, you made. You're only human, born to make mistakes. This montage of various carols getting up after falling down is excessive and on the nose and over the top.
On Hala, you were reborn. Veers.
Because every sci-fi movie apparently needs an alien race to misread something and call it something else.
Yes.
Star Trek with Beecher, Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes with Kalima. This goes on for some time. I will say this about the movie: it waits until the perfect time to unveil Carol's true powers, and this is a goosebumps-inducing moment.
It was
Yeah,
really
it was.
cool.
It was really cool that he unveiled
Having
it.
said that, this reveal sets up the same issue as DC has with Superman. Carol is all-powerful. She hasn't discovered everything she can do yet, but she's pretty much unkillable now. And future movies, Endgame, will have
Endgame,
and marginalization for her to be included at all into the rest of the MCU. Okay, look.
Oh, they had good reason.
During the climactic
I think
scene
they
of this
did
movie,
too.
that's more on the nose than anything ever. Literally, the only more on-the-nose song you could have chosen is Meredith Brooks' Bitch, or maybe Barbie Girl, or Cindy Lauper's.
This scene
Right on
actually
the
won
movie
an
explains
MTV
it,
Movie
or
Award.
suggests it, but
Really?
apparently
For
has
best
the
fight
ability to
scene.
manipulate
I'm sitting there going, really?
What else was nominated?
anything in this movie that you
Captain America against Thanos.
Wait, how did that not win?
Thank you! And the rest are all women fight, but still, that was the only male one. Sorry.
Just like it. That's what I thought.
Independence.
Guy Captain in the world of two Marvel. Carol may be all powerful, but does she also have a GPS built into her headpiece? How the hell did she know exactly where Jan Rog ended up? She didn't even see him crash. Prove to me you can beat me with that. This is a great moment, but it was also super obvious that it was going to go down like this. This is basically Indy taking out the sword guy with the gun in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, mother flirkin'.
Mother Flurkin.
I'll be back
Mother-
before you know it.
She will not.
For emergencies only, okay?
And real emergencies, too. Not like if an alien species is invading one of your most populous cities and your shadow government is about to nuke them.
Yeah, Jesus.
Resolve. And really, it would take a giant stroke of some luck and some space gravity to avoid total annihilation. But you can totally handle that.
You think you can find others like her? We found her and we weren't even looking.
Okay, the logic here is stunning. And yes, they do end up finding more heroes. But it's not because they already existed. Carol was a 1 in a billion fluke. Banner still hasn't tested gamma radiation yet. Tony has to be kidnapped and build a suit in a cave. Black Widow's just a human badass, and Hawkeye is decent to okay. How amazing would this cat vomit scene be if we didn't know where the Tesseract went during the sequence on Lawson's lab? It might have felt worth sitting through the 12 minutes of credits. Might have.
Not bad.
There, I said it. I like a cat. Ah! I'm just so free! I feel the need.
The
Need for speed.
We have Vincent. Yeah, we have.
Your father and I were just discussing his day at work. Why didn't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Jenny, today I quit my job. And then I told my boss to go himself, and then I bought a ticket for almost $60,000 past the asparagus.
Your father seems to think this kind of behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seems to prefer that I go through life like a
American Beauty,
prisoner
that's
while she keeps
from.
my
Oh, that's right.
Tell the Supreme Intelligence that I'm coming to end it.
You tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? You're too fast. You need to go slow. I want to go fast.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
MacGruber.
You saw one.
If you want to play blind man, go walk with a shepherd. Me, my eyes are wide open.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're my only hope.
Yeah, so for the most part, yeah, it was a lot of like jabbing at the whole like, you know, it takes place in the 90s, a lot of 90s tropes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the film. This was pretty funny. I did, my favorite part was him giving shit about the Blockbuster movie lineup. That was
It's like, are
hilarious.
you serious? Even when I worked at a Blockbuster, it's like the way it's lined up. Really?
That was really funny. But, you know, and they pick little things here and there.
Mhm.
I agree. One of my least favorites is them waiting for it to load up. I'm like, that's a bit much.
I know. I like how you said it too. He's like, Windows fucking 95!
Yeah, but overall, I still thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was a good movie too.
I thought it was a good movie as well. It was definitely some good stuff overall. And, you know, nothing against it. I really don't. I still thought it was good. I would really love to see a sequel. You know, set in the current time, post Endgame. See, what's changing. Carol's own personal life overall, besides her haircut.
Exactly.
So yeah, I enjoyed it overall.
Yeah, but no, like you said though, it's they did a good job. They brought up a lot of great points, pretty much. Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
He's looking for the best fight scene from the.
Yeah, because even me and my wife were like, really? Yeah, they had between Captain America versus Thanos, Avengers Endgame. Of course, Captain Marvel versus Minerva. Game of Thrones, Arya Stark versus the White Walkers. RBG's Ruth. This was more of a documentary. It was a different type of battle. It was RBG Ruth Bader Ginsburg versus Inequality, and WrestleMania Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair. Those are the nominees.
Who the fuck does these anymore? Okay, I will say, I think it's clever to put the Ruth Bader Ginsburg thing on.
Yeah, it was nice.
I will admit that's clever. It technically is. It's metaphor, not physically a fight, but it is
metaphorically
and literally a fight. You know?
Yeah.
I give props. But the WrestleMania match? What?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm gonna be honest, between all those, it probably would have usually been Arya in Game of Thrones or Cap versus Thanos.
And it's like they had to add at least one male fight scene in there, and that was the one they went with.
I have no problem with it being like female dominant nominees, but that last one, the WrestleMania. That's, it's pro wrestling. We know it's fake. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's predetermined, but it wasn't even that good of a fight.
Wasn't really good of a match.
Match, I said fight. Match, yeah. But anyways, we're getting off track. We still would recommend check out Captain Marvel. We really enjoyed our time with it. It's not perfect in the sense of like something like Infinity War, Endgame, or the first Avengers film. Or Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But I think it was still good overall.
Yeah, same here.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more anybody else when it comes to talking about MCU stuff, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys loved about this Cinema Sins. Did they bring up a lot of stuff that you would have brought up pretty much? A lot of little nitpicks too with the time period piece where it's like, well, this would have come out this came out during this, with Mallrats coming out there. Were you noticing that as well, or do you think there was so much more that they could have brought up that they could have added to their list that made it even longer? Put down what you thought as well. Captain Marvel, did you enjoy the film? Did you have fun with it? Were you just bothered by Carol's just face? Emotionless? I don't know. Everybody has their own opinions, but put down what you guys thought of the movie overall as well. But put down what you thought of our reaction as well. Sorry, it's a long day. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Captain Marvel episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
@SuperReactBros.